Right now, as you are watching this video, the entire global financial system is experiencing failure that makes 2008 looks like a minor warning shot. What I'm about to reveal will shock you to your core and change everything you thought you knew about money, markets, and your financial future. The Federal Reserve has lost control. The emergency system has failed, and we are staring down the barrel of the economic collapse that could wipe out millions of livelihoods. If you have money in the bank, investment, or you care about your financial future, you cannot afford to look away. While mainstream media distract you with stock market headlines and political theater, the real economy is experiencing a bloodbath of historic proportion. Holiday hiring has collapsed to 2008 financial crisis level, the literal peak of the Great Recession. So we are seeing mass layoff announcement from Amazon, Google, Meta, UPS, and IBM happening daily. But here is the terrifying part nobody's telling you. Industrial freight shipments have plummeted by a catastrophic 30% year over year. That's not just a recession signal, that's a Great Depression level. The American consumer is completely tapped out and the data proves it. So inflation remains stubbornly high at 3.2% while wage growth has completely stagnated. But here is where it gets really scary. Tariff costs are exploding at wholesale prices, but companies can't pass them to consumer because you're already financially exhausted. And they are literally trying to get blood from a stone. Even bombing Iran, sanctioning Russia, and threatening Venezuela can't push oil prices higher. That's how dead global demand really is. The entire good economy is in free fall, and the government is completely asleep at the wheel. The Federal Reserve's standing repo facility, their emergency break glass in cases of fire fund with hundreds of billions of dollars, is now completely empty, bone dry. This has never happened in history. Meanwhile, Treasury yields are exploding higher while the Fed desperately cuts rates, and a screaming red alert that global markets have lost all faith in US economic management. The Fed has officially lost control of the entire financial system. Now we get to the heart of the crisis. The repo market, where $30 trillion moves between banks every single night. This is the financial system, central plumbing, and right now. So it's springing leaks everywhere. The secured overnight financing rate has broken through the Fed's upper limit and hasn't come back down. Meaning lenders are demanding emergency premiums because they don't trust their counterparties. This exact signal flashed red in 2019, right before the Fed had injected tens of billions overnight to prevent total collapse. But this time, the emergency funds are already gone. So what's happening here? What happens next will shock you. Definitely when this overnight funding market freezes, credit disappears overnight, and business loans vanish. Mortgages become impossible, car loans get recalled, corporate bankruptcies explode. We are already seeing subprime default skyrocketing and high-profile private credit failure, revealing the rot beneath the surface. The entire system is built on a house of cards, and instead of addressing the crisis, the Trump administration is making it infinitely worse. They are blowing out deficits to $2 trillion while cutting taxes for the wealthy, forcing the Treasury to auction off mountain and that nobody wants. They have installed a former hedge fund manager who lost 90% of investor money to run the Treasury. This isn't just incompetent. This is financial arson on a global scale. Here is what you must do right now to protect yourself. First, slash your debt dramatically. Second, build an emergency cash reserve outside the banking system. Third, diversify into assets that perform during systematic collapses. Number 4, prepare for massive market volatility and potentially bank holidays. Fifth, stop listening to financial media and start following the actual data.